Uphill in Fog by William Cowper Prime From Along New England Roads, 1892. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Maps give little idea of the elevations or depressions in the surface of a country, except as the run of the watercourses indicates the slopes. The high mountains of northern New Hampshire are generally laid down on all maps, but few persons have any idea that in the lower part of the state there is very high land, and that to reach it from the Connecticut on the west or the Merrimack on the east, an ascent of more than 1,000, perhaps more than 1,500 feet must be accomplished. I have no means at present of ascertaining the elevation of the highest farms in such towns as Leominster, Washington, and Stoddard. Some years ago, driving over the high farm country in Stoddard, I was told that this was the highest cultivated land in the state. This may be doubtful, but it is very high, and these towns ought to be above the hay fever line. Judging from the experience of the direct pull up from Charleston to Leominster, we should be inclined to think the latter village several thousand feet above the Connecticut. It was a magnificent ride. The morning was foggy. October frequently fills the Connecticut Valley with fogs. This was very dense and dark. As we went out from Charleston and began the uphill journey, we came slowly into thinner mist, and after a while into the most weird and solemn of all lights, the golden atmosphere of the October sun in fog among autumn forests. Stopping the horses on a water bar for a little breath, we listened to the silence. Do you know what that means? It is not listening to nothing. There are sounds, and many of them, but in the stillness of a foggy morning these sounds seem to cut sharply into the silence, and thus make you aware of the excessive stillness and calm which reign around you. The fall of a single leaf, broken off by the weight of moisture on it, is distinctly audible as it flutters to the ground. The voice of a crow far away in the fog comes through the yellow air with a metallic ring. You start along, and the crush of the wheels in the gravel is echoed from the side of the woods across a hollow, so that you think there is a waterfall over there. You stop again, and the echo dies away with a low murmuring along the trees, and the stillness is wonderful. Uphill and downhill, but more and more uphill, the road mounts the high land. Ahead of us there are long views between the maples and birches, the view ending in yellow mist. We think that point must be the top, but when we reach it the road swings around the side of the hill and stretches on up. We descend at length, but it is into a hollow, and it grows dark and darker in the fog as we go down, till at the bottom, where a stream crosses the road, we think it will rain in 5 minutes, so deep is the gloom. But we go up again into the sunny mists, and at length on a summit feel for the first time a breath of air coming from the southward. When the air begins to move, the fog will vanish. Its vanishing now is almost instantaneous. We have scarcely time to exclaim, "See that hilltop over yonder, and that one beyond, and this one, and," far as the eye can reach, rolling away under the rich sunlight, lie the red and gold hills and the highland farms of New Hampshire. Patches of fog remain here and there and in hollows under the sides of hills, but they disappear in a few minutes. the view is so sudden and so vast that even my horses stop short and look at it. End of Uphill in Fog by William Cowper Prime. Read by Sue Anderson.